So you can scoot forward a little bit so your feet are flat and your back is upright rather than leaning back, and just rest your arms somewhere in your lap or down by your sides. And we'll begin with eyes closed or a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And just start to slow down your breath. As you inhale, feeling the lungs and rib cage expanding. And as you exhale, feeling that natural releasing quality. Your inhale might help you sit a little bit taller, feeling the top of your head lengthening up. And the exhale, just see if there's anything to release, maybe dropping the shoulders a bit more, relaxing your face a bit more. And then you can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. So let's begin with a side stretch. We'll take the right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or hold the chair or lean into your elbow, however it works for you. But try and keep both sit bones grounded so you don't tip off your right hip. Big reach out and then circle your right arm back behind you as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then let your head fall towards the floor and take your right arm out and down until your right shoulder pulls down. So now we're stretching right side of the neck. Head is falling one way, shoulder pulling the other way. And then release and come back up. Let's bring the left arm up and over. Big reach out. And then begin to circle your left arm back, as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. Let your head fall towards the floor and then left arm out and down until the left shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of your neck. Nice slow, deep breaths. And then make your way up. And rotate your chin to your chest and come over to the first side. And then we'll go back and forth, just evening out the two sides of the neck. Feeling the sensation move from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. You can interlace fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Let's release the arms down, head floats back up. So now we'll take the right arm up in the air. We're going to bend it straight back on itself so you touch the same shoulder. Grab hold of your elbow and take it back as far as you can. And you're just working with your body, finding what your mobility is. Doesn't have to be more than you have, just going to your edge, what's possible. Keeping the breath slow and deep. Release, right arm up, open it out, and then take it across. You're going to hook with the other arm and then hug it in as close as you can. As you do this, Try and draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across your chest. Release, right arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back. So now back of your hand is at your waist or close to that. Interlace fingers at your waist and pull your knuckles around towards the front, just as much as you're able. Now bring your elbows towards one another, just going in that direction. From here, circle your right shoulder, just putting a little movement in a place that may be creaky or tight here. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. You're welcome to stay upright or fold over your lap. And that could be just a little bit of a fold, letting your head drop, or folding all the way over. Maybe even reaching arms up and back away from you. And again, you don't need to be able to do things you can't do. You're just going in the direction that I'm suggesting until your body says stop. Let's release, come up. Unlink the fingers and take a couple big shoulder circles up and back and down. One more. Same thing other side. Left arm comes up and bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and then take it back as far back as you can. As you do this, you might feel around within the pose. Any shift, any adjustment will have an effect. See if you can find the stretch that works best for your body. And then release. Left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. As you do this, you might draw back through your left shoulder so you're still even, sitting as tall as you can, breath nice and deep. Release, left arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the opposite thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, either stay upright or fold over your lap, whatever amount you're able. Breathing into the shape you're in, feeling whatever it is. Release, come up. And again, a few big shoulder circles up and back and down. Okay, let's take a gentle twist. Left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right hand somewhere on the chair behind you, wherever you can comfortably reach. As you inhale, sit a little bit taller. As you exhale, rotate a little bit more, looking back over your shoulder. Keep twisting in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder, like you're wringing out your spine. And release. Switching sides. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. And breath by breath, see what's possible. Can you sit even taller? Can you twist even more? Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the opposite way, wringing out. And release back around to the front. Let's interlace fingers in front And put a little pressure between the arms like you're trying to pull them apart. And what you might feel is the spreading between the shoulder blades, getting into the upper back, back of the shoulders. The more you pull your arms apart, the more you might feel that, breathing deeply as you do. Release, bring your arms out, flex your palms. Pull the fingers back up towards the ceiling. Push out through the base of the hand as much as you can. And then curl from fingertips down. Pull the knuckles in like you're trying to touch your own wrist. And then circle your wrists. Couple big circles. A few times one direction, a few times the other direction. Good. And then let's interlace fingers and make a couple of circles with the wrists. See if you can go one way and then try and go the other way. And shake those out a little bit. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Sit tall and then fold forward for a right outer hip stretch. Folding may be just the intention of folding, you meet your edge right away, or some of you might come further, resting onto your hands or elbows. Keep going towards a flat back, towards folding, hopefully getting a stretch on the right outer hip. And then release. Let's straighten the right leg out, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle, a couple big circles, both directions. And release. Same thing other side. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Sit even taller and then fold whatever amount you're able. Supporting your upper body in the way that works for you on your hands or elbows. Last breath here. Let's come back up, stretch your leg out, flex, and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other. And then we're going to take a seat back in our chair, so you can go ahead and rest your back. And then take one forearm. We're going to rub the forearm, wrist, and hand. If you do a lot of computer work, forearms and hands can get really overworked, and a little self-massage can be great. There may be some quite tight muscles. So if you find something that's tight, you can either hold it with steady pressure or a little rubbing. See how much pressure feels good for you. The hand has so many muscles. Each finger, you can give it a little squeeze, like squeezing a tube of toothpaste. When you finish with one arm, you can do the other, finding any tight places. And this is great to do throughout the day. Anytime you think of it, taking a 1 or 2 minute stretch break and doing any number of these exercises, whatever body part feels like it needs a little something. You can go from the elbow all the way down to the wrist. And then the hand, getting into that big pad of the hand, each finger. And maybe shake it out a little bit and find a relaxed position for your hands. And you can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Let go of the control of your breath, just letting your breath be natural again. We'll just take a few moments in stillness. Even just for a couple of moments, nothing to plan, nothing to figure out. Nothing to go over, just simply being. And then you can start to bring a little movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and toes, moving your wrists and ankles. And then taking a big stretch out through your arms like you're yawning after waking up. Scooting forward on your chair again, sitting tall. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for chair yoga today.